to my channel, The Baking Diva. And if you're new here, my name is Dolores. Now, today I decided to make you something low carb. Because I have been trying my best to eat more low carb. Trying to get my A1C number down there. Doctor's orders. But I also eat my yummy sweets. The nutritionist told me everything in moderation, and you just have to plan for it. So that's what I've been doing. But anyway, I'm going to make muffins today. And these are for keto, for anybody that's eating, trying to eat low carb. And they're yummy. So let me show you first what we're going to use. Have you heard of Carbquick? Now, I purchased Carbquick from Amazon. They always have it on there. Food stores used to sell it, but I haven't been finding it lately. So your best bet is if you want to buy it, just order it from Amazon. You'll probably get it the next day. And Carbquick is a substitute for Bisquick. Now, if you're going to make something with Bisquick, just substitute it for Carbquick. And I'll tell you why you can do that. Carbquick baking mix is a revolutionary baking mix. I'm going to read it. For everyone cutting carbs. I've lost 14 pounds, by the way, and I know that most of it is because of the carbs I have been cutting. And it says here, what's nice about this is it's made from wheat, so it tastes like flour. It's not made with other things, other ingredients that don't taste like flour. So this is your sure bet if you want to substitute it. Most low carb baking mixes are made from soy. They give your baked goods like a gritty texture. Sometimes a little soy aftertaste. Carbquick does not do that. And Carbquick is even lower in sodium and in calories. And it does tell you that most Carbquick recipes have less than 3 net carbs or less per serving. When you get the Carbquick, and this is a 3-pound box, there's recipes not only on the outside of the box, but there's also recipes inside the box. It tells you here 90% fewer carbs than leading baking mixes. Keto friendly, made with carbulose flour to fit your healthy low carb lifestyle. No sugar, high fiber, less sodium, and high protein. And some of the recipes on the outside of the box are cheddar cheese biscuits, white pizza, Belgian waffles. I've been on a waffle kick lately. I've been eating waffles almost every morning. Carbquick chicken vegetable pot pie and Carbquick chocolate bundt cake. Now, I'm not going to rip open the box right now, but I can see there's a lot more recipes inside the box. Let me take a peek. There's Carbquick cheesecake, Carbquick chicken and dumplings, Carbquick pound cake, Carbquick berry cobbler. What's on the other side? I can't see all the way down. What's this? Carbquick brownies, cinnamon buns, and muffins, and more. So today I'm going to make you Carbquick Keto chocolate chip muffins. So let me put this box over here. Now, the first thing you're going to do is preheat your oven to 400 degrees. I'll put the ingredients down below for you in the more box in case you want to make these. Now you're going to take a cupcake tin. I happen to have my spiffy one that has these silicones inserts built right in them. You see that? You can push it in and out. You normally don't have to spray these, but I do anyway. And the recipe tells you to spray them. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to spray the inside of these with just a non-stick, I can't talk today, a non-stick baking spray. And this recipe, I saw it online, but I also saw it, a friend of mine had made it. She has a channel called Nut Free Mama because her son is allergic to nuts. And I know she made this and she said her family enjoyed it. So my oven, it looks like it's preheated already, and I've sprayed my muffin tin. If you're looking for this, I got it, I believe, on Amazon. I think I saw it on TikTok Shop, and I think even Temu. I'm not sure, but I love it. So I'm going to put this aside over here. Now let me just grab a bowl. I'll be back in a minute. Okay. Oh, I'm in New Jersey, and hallelujah, the sun is shining. It's supposed to be 75 degrees. We finally have another day without rain, and yesterday and the night before, the wind was unbelievable. I thought the house was going to blow down. It was so cold and so windy. But today, it's gorgeous. So once I put these in the oven, I'm going to take the dog, Cinnamon, for a little walk on this beautiful sunny day. And then, of course, I'll be back to remove these from the pan and do our favorite part, the taste testing. So what do you say we get going? Let's get started. So I have a nice sized bowl. In the bowl, I'm going to put 2 cups of my Carbquick. Just remember, this is a baking mix that's low carb. You can take the place of Bisquick. So I'm putting that in here. Next, I'm going to put in 2/3 of a cup. Now you can use either half and half, not fat-free half and half, regular half and half, or you can use heavy cream. I happen to have them both in the refrigerator. I use half and half in my iced coffee every day. It's the only way I can drink it. And I have my heavy cream for baking. So I'm going to put this in. This is 2/3 of a cup of heavy cream. Now I'm going to put in here 1/3 of a cup of a granulated sugar substitute. You can use MonkFruit, you can use Stevia, Splenda, any of those sugar substitutes that are good for baking. And this is 1/3 of a cup. I'm going to add to that 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. Okay. 1 egg. Boy, I got a great price on eggs at Costco the other day. They had a limit of, I think it was 3 per customer, and they were 2 dozen eggs, and I think they were about $7 and change. So that was pretty good. They were large eggs. And right now, we're going to mix this all up. So let me get going with that. So are any of you trying to eat low carb? You know, the doctor said to me, because, you know, I had been on that borderline of pre-diabetes, and then my A1C number went up, and she put her foot down and she said, you got to bring that number down because now you're in the diabetes range. Just what I wanted to hear. So I met with a nutritionist that she recommended, and just learned a lot of what I could eat and not eat, and etc. And like I say, it's not that hard. And I'm down 14 pounds, so I'm thrilled. Went down a size in my clothes. And we went to a wedding yesterday, my son and I, and it was just a beautiful wedding. I mean, no stone was left unturned, but there was so much to eat. There was a cocktail hour. Then there was a buffet that had everything under the sun. And then after that, they had the wedding cake. They had a ice cream sundae station. And then there was tables with all Italian pastries and fruit. So how could you not eat that when it's staring you right in the face? But the nutritionist told me, you plan for it. If you know you're going to an event, or if it's a holiday or a party or a birthday, just plan for it. You know, watch what you eat before you go, and next day get back on track. So I planned for it, and trust me, I ate way too much. So I'm back to my low carb muffins. So this mixture is going to be very thick. So you just want to get everything sort of combined here. Once I get this all combined, I'm going to divide it up between the 12 wells on the muffin pan. And I like to use an ice cream scoop, but you can do it any way you want. Alrighty. This looks like it's going to be, like I said, very thick. But that's the way it's supposed to be. Alright, now, once you get it all mixed, these are chocolate chip muffins. So, I have a bag here. These are my favorite. These are Lilly's. These happen to be the dark chocolate style baking chips. Chocolate with 55% cacao. So they are unsweetened. And Lilly's, this says new, rich, and creamy. There's no sugar in these. And they have a lot of different flavors, Lilly's. And that's what we're going to use. So once this is all mixed, then we're going to add in 3/4 of a cup of our unsweetened, and I'm using the Lilly's brand, chocolate morsels. And I'm going to combine them into the mix. I've used this Carbquick to make waffles. I've used it to make pancakes. I've used it to make other kind of muffins. And it's good. It's not what I would call cheap, but it's not overly expensive considering you're getting a 3-pound box. So it lasts for a while. All right, so I mixed in the chocolate morsels into here, as you can see. All right, so now I'm gonna swing on over my cupcake tin, and I have my handy dandy ice cream scoop here. All right, so into my sprayed wells, I'm going to divide this mixture up. My hands are clean. One of the best parts of this is, according to the calculations, 2 of these muffins is only, I believe, 3 net carbs. That's right, 3 net carbs for 2 muffins. So, if you know me, they're great little on-the-go breakfast treats. And hey, a cup of tea or coffee and 2 of these muffins, how can you go wrong? So let me continue to fill this. I'm going to put it in my 400-degree oven for 15 to 18 minutes. I'm going to bring them out of the oven, let them cool for a few minutes, then just for the heck of it, run a butter knife around the sides, and they should pop right out. So let me get these into the oven, and I'll be back, and we will do a taste testing. Don't go away. Okay, I'm back. I took these out of the oven. I kept them in there for 15 minutes. They were starting to get brown on top, and I tested them. They looked done to me. Now, it tells you to leave them for a few minutes, and then take a butter knife and, you know, go around the sides. I'm sorry if you hear my dog barking, the puppy in the background. She sees me here through the window, and I told her we were going to go for a walk, and she wants to go. So anyway, these you can see did not stick at all. Look at this. They just pop right out of there. So they're still pretty warm. It tells you to take them out, put them on a cooling rack, and supposedly they taste good whether they're warm or cool, but the person that made them said that her hubby enjoys eating them warm with some butter on them. Like he'll have them the next day and he'll just warm them up in the microwave and put some butter on them, and he likes them that way. So these are still pretty hot, but I'm going to cut one in half because I want to do a taste testing. All right. Oh yeah, now look at that. That looks perfect. Perfecto. Alrighty. I should take a picture of that for you. Now I'm going to take a bite and see what I think. Mmm. Yummy. Mmm. Yummy. They're good. Tastes like a muffin. Tastes like a chocolate chip muffin. It's not gritty or anything. Moist because it's warm. And I say, for a low carb muffin, 2 thumbs up. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give me a thumbs up, make a comment, and best of all, subscribe to my channel. I think I'm going to have a few more of these recipes coming up with Carbquick because I want to test a few of them out for myself. So if you'd like to come on my baking journey with me, I'm approaching 10,000 subscribers. And if you subscribe, well, it'll help me get there. So anyway, you know I appreciate all of you. Thanks so much for stopping by and watching. I'm going to finish eating this muffin, and then I'm going to take my puppy, Cinnamon, for a little walk. So everyone have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you again very soon. Toodles!